Here's the Eagles' second-year man, Jake Elliott, to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. Bringing them out is, of course, one of the most iconic QBs in NFL history, 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady.
And I've run out of superlatives. I've run out of adjectives when we talk about him. Amazing always seems to fit. He's coming off of a year where he started his 8th Super Bowl game. 8! How many people even think about getting into one? And he started 8 of them and has won 5. He is absolutely stupendous in what he does.
20.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
Let's take a look at the big fella, Rob Gronkowski. All-pro, it feels like, each and every year. And when he's healthy, he's going to be all-pro. He's done it 4 times in his career. 69 catches, over 1,000 yards in 2017. But why is he so good? Speed, size, agility, and absolutely understands the offense and where he needs to be in order to get the football.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
A Pro Bowler each of the last 3 seasons. Fletcher Cox can blow up the run like nobody this side of Aaron Donald. When I asked him how he handled double teams, he said the first thing I want to do is get the hands of the first blocker off of me. Then I'll just go ahead and deal with the second guy.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. There he goes, Julian Edelman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, all the way down at the 21-yard line. On first down, Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady over the middle. Julian Edelman. It's complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Still third down.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Look who is trotting out there to take the snaps. It's the much anticipated return of the quarterback Carson Wentz.
And what a season Carson Wentz was having in 2017 after a rookie season that was a little bit up and down, as you might expect. He was having an MVP caliber year. 33 touchdown passes at the time of his injury. Had his team at 11-2. Riding high. Everyone thought that might be it for the Eagles. There goes their dream of winning a Super Bowl. Instead, Nick Foles comes in, team rallies, saves the day, and they end up winning the Super Bowl anyway. But Carson Wentz had a big hand in getting him in that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And complete to Zach Ertz. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Go! Set! 20! Win! Run! Lion!
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shorty.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Go. 82. Black. Straight 15.
On 1st down, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Wallace. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
81. Here we go. 82.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
There we go. Back that. Steady. Great. Shorty.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good with a PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Go. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll be a Patriot first down as Brady finds Patterson. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw on 2nd down. Brady goes underneath here to White. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Wentz now on first down. Wentz has it left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 7-6 our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go. Lion. Kill.
Now it's the Boise State on, Ajayi. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
On second and goal, Ajayi, the lone man in the backfield. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ajayi taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brady now on first down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Wentz to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A first down for the Eagles. Wentz fighting the former Raven Wallace. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So on the big tight end,
Still
holding.
first down.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw is Wentz. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Again, it's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Wallace. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Shorty.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Aguilar has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Lion.
They run with Ajayi. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Here's Wentz to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wallace. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down at the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game, probably something they need to do more of here losing in the 2nd quarter.
When you're riding your best horse, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
A 1st carry now for Wentz Burkhead. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Ryan Allen now. as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Sproles, the return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They've been way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, I can see he's looked pretty good to this point. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here we go. Very great. Hey, kill. Hey, four-toe kill.
This is Ajayi, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27th. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Elliott puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to the guys in just a bit. This, one of 3 games to kick off the second week of preseason action. We'll have 5 more tomorrow night, 7 on Saturday, and then our first Monday nighter of the year, Baltimore at Indianapolis. In our game, still a lot to keep an eye on. Guys battling, trying to make a ball club. We'll send it back to 2 guys already on our team. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Go! 380.
Sproles. And some room to work. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Great.
A first throw for the backup Foles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Be alert, be alert. Ready.
They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Right back to him on first down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Here's Sproles. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Foles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Foles. And he locates Wheaton complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Here's Foles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Great. 1. Tempo.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll run. This is Burkhead. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Still
Not easy
down.
at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Again, they run with Burkhead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go. Green 39.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for New England. 46 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Hoyer. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Hoyer. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Now Hoyer under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Haloti Ngata with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, I think everything was impressive about that one, except they didn't get a first down. But I like their field position now after that play.
Yeah, now you got a pretty makeable field goal opportunity. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll look to throw. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Foles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Sproles. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a 1st down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Here we go. Receiver. Go. 1.
They'll set up to throw. Finding room inside the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Receiver. 1. Great. Receiver.
They'll drop to throw. Complete to Wheaton. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Easy.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the Patriots coming out now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
New England on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third down and 12. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Set, 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 67 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Letting him take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Go, go, go. Great, 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 great. Water, water.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Go, go, go. One.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One. Go. One. Great. Tempo.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
One. Great. Tiger.
Now back to throw. He lets one go deep for Wheaton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll look to throw here. There's that man again. It's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Dorsett on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. And now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A big play there for New England. 47 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Now let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now let's go.
He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles' defense able to hold. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now, check. Patriot. Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
And once again, they go to Sproles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Dorsett. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kicking.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Offensively, they're trying to rush to the line as Hoyer urges them to get set. Back to throw here. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. So there is still time. A little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left. New England on third down. A very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard!
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.